Hello everybody, I'm here to introduce you to the Mallard M27. It's a 2017 model, and the reason I'm doing this video is because it's hard to find information on it. When we're looking at purchasing this one, we couldn't find any information on it online except for what the dealers put out, which is 1 minute and 1 second long, which there are 30,000 of them out there. So we're just going to walk around a little bit with this thing and show you what's going on with it. Start right here. We got a little light underneath the trailer that turns on and off with a little switch. These are your propane tanks, two 20-gallon tanks. One thing nice about the 20-gallon propane tanks is you can get them refilled anywhere, or you can exchange them out at Walmart or a dozen other stations out there that you can just exchange them out with. Up underneath here, if you decide to go solar, you have a connection there for your solar. Down here, this is the door for what they call the basement. One thing that's really nice about this is, yeah, it falls down in that, but if you lift it open, it's got a magnet up at the top that holds it up for you. And you have all kinds of storage space for the accessory stuff that you're going to need to travel with you. We move down the trailer a little bit further. Next thing we come across, this is a connection for your, if you come up onto the campsite and you have cable TV offered there, you can hook on in here. Down below that is your city water connection. Right here, and the really nice thing is an outdoor shower. Comes all the way out. You can shower off, rinse off out here, and then it just feeds right back in. Hopefully, goes into a little container and done. Right here is your electrical outlet, your electrical input for an external source. So it's a 120 volt, 30 amp circuit that goes into here. Now, strangely enough, right below it, underneath here, you can't see it, but this is where your sewage connections are at. So when you want to dump out your sewage tanks, your gray water and your black water, and here's the valve underneath here for both your gray water and your black water tanks there. And pretty much that's about all on the outside. One thing we did like about it is the big windows. Those big windows, as you see when you get inside, they're all tinted, and they really makes a difference inside there. Come around the back side of it. Of course, you have your spare tire. Your bumper there also is where you can store your sewage tank. Sorry, that's for your sewage piping, not your sewage tank. If you look underneath, you can see the stabilizing jacks. Those are electric. Your spare tire. Your awning. The awning comes with the trailer. This is part of the package right here. Now, one thing to caution you about is I didn't know, but the overhang for the other side where your slide comes out, I'm hearing more and more that it's a good thing to go ahead and get that overhang and put on there. It's a fabric overhang that rolls out with the slide as it comes out and then rolls back in. This protects it from pine needles, pine cones, leaves, sticks, branches that might get up in there and rip your seals apart. As you can see, if you look along the shade right here, there's a line of LEDs. So if you're sitting out here at night, I'll go ahead and flip those on for you real quick. Yeah. The lights comes on. Nice little rows of lights, and it really lights it up good. You have a porch light on the other side of the door over here also. And that brings us around to the front door. There's two doors on this thing. This one here leads directly into the bedroom. And just shut it again. Nice solid shut to it. And we come up here, and this is where your other basement door's at. As you can see, it's much wider Now, you do have a light up in here, and also you do, this is where your controls are at for your stabilizer jacks. Now, one thing to caution you on, these are just stabilizing jacks. They're not meant to lift the trailer up. You just set them down and let them get stabilized. Okay, let's go inside. If you look right here, as you step in, you got a power outlet here, and then this is for your slide motors and your awning motors to push them in and out. Then right above that, you have 3 switches on this cabinet. One for your inside lights, one for your porch light, and one for your awning light. Step on in here, it's very comfortable as you can see. Sit down in this chair and take a load off my feet. And you can see the big window I got sitting behind me. Now this couch does fold over into a bed, full-size bed. So we have actually pulled it out, and yes, it's comfortable also, surprisingly so. Right above me are cabinets. Once again, it's not a hard opening on the cabinets. You have lots of storage space up there, all the way around. Of course, I got to get up here. But lots and lots of deep storage right there. Going back to the chairs over here, you have storage up above here also. All these cabinets open up into storage. Now we move into the kitchen. Here's your sink. It's normally covered up like that. And one thing that kind of surprised me is you got a nozzle that comes out with it. You got some drawers under here for storage. You got a little shelf right here. You got a little bit of area in there. We're going to try to make that up for a trash can or something to put into there. You have your stove and your microwave. And one thing nice about this one is it also has a hood vent with a light and a vent on it. More storage up here for different things you want to bring along. Right next to it is the refrigerator freezer. Open it up. As you can see, it's a nice sized little refrigerator to be in a mobile trailer. And it does run off of electricity or propane along with the freezer. And it automatically selects which one it's going to use, electricity or propane, depending on whether you got it hooked up and how you got it set. And now we come to the kitchen table. Kitchen table, once again, adequate for 4 people to sit at and eat with no problem at all. And you have a nice big view to look out. I mean, that's why you're going camping anyway, right? To look at the big view, you want to see 4 walls while you're eating. So if you do have to come in here, you have this big view here also. The lights turn off independently. You do have shades. The molding is, you know, it's really nice looking molding that they put around the outside of it. Come up here. This and up underneath here, you have storage. Where you can go ahead and lift all this stuff up, and you have secure storage, quite a bit of it underneath. And that is so on both sides. And then the table, if you decide you don't need a kitchen table, you need someplace for somebody to sleep, well, the table folds down into a bed also. Now, we haven't tried that one to find out how that works, but we presume, you know, it'd be adequate for 2 adults sleeping in there, because this is supposed to sleep 6. Right here is your entertainment center. Basically, this is where all your connections are for your TV. You have to provide your own TV. As it was put to me, yeah, we'll be glad to put a TV in there and charge you $2,000 for it, but we figured you might like to do that yourself. But all your connections are already hooked up to there. Your radio and DVD player and CD player already installed. And this is where I was saying you can turn on your inside speakers or your outside speakers or both of them. And it's a nice little player. You got a cabinet underneath here. Now that's a strange place for a plug to be, isn't it? And it's feeding down below. Well, another interesting thing about this is this is an integrated vacuum cleaner. So you just plug your pipes, which you stored underneath the bed, into there, and you can vacuum your trailer right here. One good thing about the trailer is that all the air conditioning ducts are up here on top. All your heating ducts are down here on the bottom, right down here. So you have no vents in the floor for stuff to fall down into. If you got a dog like we do, you know, fur to get down in there and trapped up or anything like that, they're all off the floor. Right here beside the refrigerator, freezer, these are your controls for your heater, for your water heater. First off, your water pump is the first one. So if you're not hooked up to city water, you can turn this on and have your water flowing like you want it to. These two is for your water heater. One is for your electric heater, one is for your gas heater. You can have them both on at the same time, one or the other, it doesn't matter. Above here, this is your holding tank and your batteries. The first button, it shows me my battery's completely full. The second button is my fresh water. It's 2/3 full. The next button over is your black tank. That tells me I'm empty on black water and I'm empty on gray water. So I'm good there. That's just a real convenient way of seeing whether you need to be looking for a dumping station or not. If you come over here to the bathroom, this is a nice little bathroom for a trailer. It's not humongous like your house, but it's not as pitifully small as some of them that I've seen. You got more storage in here, and you got a fan in here naturally that you can open up. You have an independent light switch in here and a fan control both down here and up here. And an electrical outlet in the bathroom, which makes it nice for your hair dryer, and it is with a GFI. So that's good. And you got a little bit of storage down underneath the sink and a little bit of storage here. Nice little places to put your soaps and everything. It's actually a nice little shower. Then we step this way into the bedroom. Comes complete with a little curtain. And here's the master bedroom here. Once again, storage all over the place. Up here, this goes all the way across for storage. You have storage here, which actually got hangers in there that you can hang stuff up in on both sides of the bed. You have lights on both sides of the bed that are controlled from right there. You can turn them on or off. Then up underneath, on the side of the bed, you got a little end table light. And believe it or not, that little hole in the middle there reaches all the way back to about 22 inches. And then on this side, you can put a TV in here if you want. You got your receptacles for it, and the backer on there and everything else. Then you have another closet where you can hang stuff up in. And then right below it, you have a drawer. And then right below it is the other side of your vacuum cleaner, where you can clean out the dust and debris. Well, of course it does come with your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors and your gas detectors. So hopefully by taking you around here a little bit and showing you what it looks like, we did not have the opportunity. They can't keep these trailers on the lots evidently. So we just had the little 1 minute and 1-second tour that they had online until we actually could see one, and that's why we're posting this video again, so you can actually take a look around and see how comfortable it is. Hope we've done you some good. Y'all have a good day. Happy camping.